Understanding Cholesterol Consumption by Tiffany Yang. This presentation is to recommend omnivores to understand cholesterol they are consuming. In this way, one can learn how to maintain their health and wellness by realizing what kinds of food is good for the body. Agenda will start off with a quick introduction, learn the details about what is cholesterol and the different types, and if we're talking about cholesterol, we must also understand facts. We'll also learn how heart disease is related to cholesterol. Then we'll talk about food, focusing on luxury food and healthy foods. Lastly, I'll give a little recommendation to all the omnivores and end with a swift conclusion. Doesn't all these foods look yummy? Which one would you like to eat? And which one did you already consume for lunch, dinner, or even breakfast? I'll be honest, I'm guilty of doing this. In the past, I've eaten Alfredo for breakfast many times. But that's just who we are, right? As omnivores, we love our red meats, seafood, and fried food. It is a luxury for us to be able to eat, and eat some more. But yet, have we considered what we put in our bodies? Yes, sure, maybe we exercise a few miles a day, but that alone does not prevent the cholesterol buildup in our arteries. Have we looked closely to what fats are, what are cholesterol, and how they can also be both good and bad for our physical bodies? Cholesterol is a waxy, fat-like substance that is found in our bodies. It should be understood, though, that cholesterol is not found only through the foods we eat. Our liver produces about 75% of the cholesterol found in our bodies, while the other 25% comes from the food consumed. Cholesterol is essential to the body for its service in aiding in creating estrogen, testosterone, vitamin D, and other fundamental mechanisms for the body to function normally. Having high cholesterol can be a genetic factor depending on if the liver produces more than enough cholesterol in the body. If family history is a cause of high cholesterol, one should consult with the doctor to learn how to approach this. But this does not mean it is the only reason someone will have high cholesterol. The kinds of food someone eats also determines their cholesterol levels. Here are the 3 different types of cholesterol. The first one is low-density lipoproteins, LDL, also known as the bad cholesterol. LDL carries cholesterol from the liver to the rest of the body. Cells latch onto these particles and extract fats and cholesterol from them. When there's too much LDL cholesterol in the blood, these particles can form deposits in the walls of the coronary arteries and other arteries throughout the bodies. Such deposits, called plaque, can narrow arteries and limit blood flow. When plaque breaks apart, it can cause a heart attack or a stroke. Because of this, LDL cholesterol is often referred as to the bad or harmful cholesterol. Second, we have high-density lipoproteins, known as the good cholesterol. HDL scavenge cholesterol from the bloodstreams, from LDL and from artery walls, and ferry it back to the livers for disposal. Think of HDL as the garbage trucks of the bloodstreams. HDL cholesterol is often referred to as a good or protective cholesterol. Third, we have triglycerides. Triglyceride makes up most of the fat that you eat, and they travel back through the bloodstream. As the body's main vehicle for transporting fats to cells, triglycerides are important for good health. But an excess of these can be really unhelpful too. The types of cholesterol. When we talk about cholesterol, it's also good to know your fats. So, there are many types of fats, such as unsaturated fats, saturated fats, and trans fats. Within each fat, just like cholesterol, they can either be good or bad for the body. The fats needs to be considered because fats add another component to the cholesterol level. The good fat is unsaturated fat. Within unsaturated fats, there are monosaturated and polysaturated fats. Both are known to be good, helpful dietary fat. Because these two fats are liquid in room temperature, this is good because then it does not turn into solid particles which can clog arteries. But what makes unsaturated the good fat is because they increase the amount of good high-density lipoproteins, and they decrease the amount of the bad low-density lipoproteins in the body. Saturated fats are known to be the bad fats because it increases the low-density lipoproteins. Saturated fats are commonly found from food sources such as animals, especially the red meats. However, trans fats are known to be the very bad fat. The reason is because their function is the exact opposite of unsaturated fats. They increase the amount of the low-density lipoproteins and decrease the amount of high-density lipoproteins. Now, with all this information about cholesterols and fats, you're probably asking yourself, why do I need to know this? It's because of heart disease you need to know this. As mentioned previously, cholesterol is essential to the body for its service of aiding the body to function normally, but having too much is not good. When having high cholesterol, it increases twice the risk of having heart disease compared to someone who does not have high cholesterol. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, heart disease is the leading cause of death in the United States. In 2006, 631,636 people died of heart disease. Heart disease caused 26% of deaths, more than 1 in every 4 in the United States alone. We need to make sure what we're consuming into our bodies will be good for it, not the opposite. That's why we're going to learn about some examples of luxury foods and healthy foods. By avoiding certain bad foods that contain bad saturated and trans fat, one can aim for a healthier lifestyle. Commercial baked goods, marginals, snack food, and processed foods all contain trans fats that should be avoided. Foods such like meats, seafood, poultry with skin, and whole milk dairy products all contain saturated fats. For healthy foods, one needs to eat food that has a healthy fats like monosaturated and polysaturated fats. Canola, peanut, and olive oil of oils that are good. Avocado, nuts, almonds, hazelnut, pecans, pumpkin seeds, and sesame seeds all have a good concentration of monosaturated fats. As for the polysaturated, they can be found in sunflower, corn, soybean, flax seeds, oils, and foods like flax seeds, walnuts, and fish. Now, I don't want anyone to worry about, oh, they can't eat this, because I know as an omnivore myself that definitely eliminating the red meats and seafood from the usual lifestyle of eating will be too hard. So, try to take it slow by integrating the good foods into your meals. And at the same time, avoid the bad foods by eliminating the intake. And if the urge to eat red meat and seafood is too strong, try to stick to the 3-ounce portions. According to Livestrong.com, Becky Miller believes that to receive all the health benefits, one should not give up meat entirely, but keep the portion size to 3 ounces and limit a person 2 portions a day. In this table, it shows you all the good stuff you need. You have meat on there, you have seafood, and most of them are given to you in a 3-ounce portion, and right there you see the cholesterol. At the end of this presentation, I just want to say it is good to acknowledge what cholesterol is and understand it. If you want to maintain a healthy and well-being lifestyle, food should be eaten with more sincere thoughts and consideration. You don't want to put anything that's not healthy for you and put it inside your body, 'cause that would just ruin your body. You want to live a long, healthy life. And lastly, as you see, there's this picture of all these good foods. So have a healthy dinner tonight. Bye.